Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, thank you, Wargaming, for yet again another free gift. Yes, everybody rages at Wargaming saying how greedy they are. We've talked about it so many times about how many premium tanks or how many free tanks Wargaming actually give to their players. Now, in this video, we are going to have a look at the Kenny. Yes, the Kenny, not the Kenny-Otsu, but the smaller version, or not so OP version of the Kenny. What's the tank like? Is it worth playing? Is it worth playing? Now, people actually think this Kenny is better than the old one, so we're going to get into some games and see how this tank plays out. Actually been a few times that Wargaming has given this tank out, and as I've said, I personally don't think it's better than the Kenny. The Kenny-Otsu has always been known as one of the most broken tanks in the game, because basically it was a mistake, it was an accident, it was never intended to be sold how the tank is. So this is the kind of watered down version of the Kenny-Otsu. However, there are a lot of people out there that do prefer this tank over the Kenny-Otsu, because over time it's just kind of got power crept. The Kenny-Otsu has just kind of got power crept, and this tank has just got stronger. So a lot of people do prefer this tank over the Kenny-Otsu. Me personally, I still think the Kenny-Otsu is much better. But for this tank, for a free tank, I mean, Wargaming are literally gifting you it for free. So don't forget to go into the store and get this tank. It is free. All you've got to do is get that subscription or whatever it is, and it will be on your account. So don't forget, you've only literally got a day left, not even a day left, to be able to get this tank if you haven't already got it. On top of that, you do get yourself a camouflage. I think the camouflage looks really good on this tank as well. Is it a tank that you're going to play a lot? Probably not. No, but it's not going to be a tank that you play that often, because it is tier 3. However, if you do like playing tier 3 and you haven't got a Kenny-Otsu, then this is a kind of a cheap replacement. They're never going to bring the Kenny-Otsu back. I don't think they're ever going to bring the Kenny-Otsu back. I believe that people think they will bring it back. It's one way or another, maybe through crates or something like that. Would it sell? Probably it would sell, because there are collectors out there that own all the tanks, and they don't own the Kenny. The Kenny might be one of the only tanks that they don't own. But personally, I don't think they will bring it back. I think if they would have bring it back, they would have bring it back a long time ago. But overall, it's still a good tank. It's still a fun tank to play. You can perform really well in it, and at the moment, if you have got this tank, now is probably the time to go and play the tank, because there are so many people playing this tank at the moment. You will be able to get into battle. Now, just trying to get the footage, just trying to get some footage with this tank, I literally there was one that I think the enemy had 3 of these and our team had 2. So a lot of people will be playing this tank at the moment, because that is always the case. It's always the case when Wargaming gift a free tank or gift a tank. Usually a lot of people will go and play that tank. I've been trying to get some tier 3 footage lately, and I actually gave up because I just wasn't getting into a battle, and I was staying in queue for 4 or 5 minutes, and I just give up. But as soon as I got this tank, I literally joined the queue. Straight away I get into battle. So it's a good tank. It's again, it is a free tank. So those of you that will complain, are they giving us a crap tank? You know, a tank's a tank at the end of the day. A free tank is a free tank. Doesn't matter what tier it is a free tank. And Wargaming, I do think they should do more of it. It's nice Wargaming to bring events. I mean, at the moment they're bringing in the Cromwell B event, so not only are you able to get this tank for free, you're going to easily be able to get the Cromwell B for free as well. And maybe some other tanks in the future. So 2 tanks at the same time in the store or in an event for free. So those of you that want to slate Wargaming, yes, they do things wrong. We understand that. I know that they do things wrong and they could do things better, but we have to give them credit where credit is due. Yes, it's only a tier 3 tank. It's still a fun tier 3 tank to play. So thank you Wargaming for gifting us this free tank. Now myself, I already own the tank. So if you do already own the tank, you're only going to get like 50 gold. It's nothing really worth it. But if you don't have the tank, then you are getting a fun tier 3. It's not the Kenny-Otsu. It's kind of a watered down version of the Kenny-Otsu. So are you going to play this free tank? Did you already own the tank, or is this your first time owning the tank? And how do you find the tank? Are you enjoying it, or are you just gonna is it just gonna be one of those tanks that sit in your garage and never ever be played? So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69. Again, thank you Wargaming for the free tank. It is really appreciated. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.